Because I think South Carolina needs to send a message that they want a president who reflects the values of the people of South Carolina, and that values of strong belief in America's founding principles of family and faith and strong national security and free people and free markets. Someone who has a consistent, strong track record of leading in that area and will present a clear contrast with Barack Obama, particularly on the number one issue that we're going to be dealing with in this election, which is the economy and, of course, the great growth of the federal government and Obamacare. There's no signature issue that separates different visions of America than one that is a top-down government control of a huge sector of our economy that's dramatically increasing cost and hurting our business community even now before it's fully implemented. Than Obamacare and the moderate Republicans who are trying to make this race about, well, who can win? We can't win if we nominate a candidate that takes away the most important issue that separates our visions for our country, which is a bottom-up believing in free markets and free people, as opposed to a top-down believing in government control. And that's the issue on health care. And Governor Romney simply can't make that case.
And right here in this area, South Carolina, we have a lot of people working for the Department of Energy out at Savannah Riverside. Some of your opponents would cut DOE. What is your plan to give those people some job security?
Well, look, energy and nuclear energy is vitally important. My big concern about our nuclear arsenal is that it is continuing to age. I have some grave concerns about the way that we are testing the reliability of that arsenal, because we can't use active testing anymore. We have to use computer models, and we have to use a whole host of other things that don't allow us to really know for sure how well we are armed, if you will, with that arsenal. So there's a lot of concerns. The Department of Energy, people talk about the Department of Energy, it should be eliminated. It can't be eliminated. The Department of Energy is a vital part of our national security, and with the nuclear program, and certainly there are programs within the Department of Energy that should be eliminated because the green energy programs and the picking winners and losers with respect to energy generation. But when it comes to the vital role of our government in managing our nuclear capability, that's one thing we cannot mess with. Manufacturing. As you know, this was a big manufacturing state, a lot of textile mills. People say they can't come back. That's just not true. They can come back. They can come back if we can create a competitive marketplace for them to come back. And under our plan, we eliminate the corporate tax on manufacturers. We eliminate the regulations that make manufacturing uncompetitive with the rest of the world. And you do those two things, and we have an energy plan to reduce energy costs. You do those things, manufacturing will come back to South Carolina. Will create the ladder of success. Will now go again to those blue-collar workers who are finding a harder and harder time finding good-paying jobs to raise a family. Those are important issues for South Carolinians, and no one will do more to revitalize the economy of this state than I will.
Campaign season has kind of gotten a little dirty getting into South Carolina. Some of the super PACs are painting you as a Washington insider. Just what would you have to say to that?
It's so funny. I was a reformer when I was in Congress. I led the charge on issues that were probably the least popular issues out there with respect to, cutting government and balancing the budget and standing up for the family and for moral values. That's not a Washington insider. That's someone who came to Washington and tried to make some changes. And the idea that these super PACs are out there calling me by far the most staunchly and strongly across the board conservative in the race, as someone who is not every bit as conservative as my record indicates, and the convictions are even more conservative than the record. That's again folks who don't have my record trying to distort it because theirs is so bad they can't run on it.